everyone from Arizona. Okay. All right. Oh, here we go. Guest Taylor. Welcome our guest Taylor Hart Jr. Junior, how we doing, sir?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. All right. This was kind of brought to my attention. Just wanted to hit on a little bit some good news for junior motorsports. You guys got a late model championship, I heard, with one of your up-and-coming drivers, Josh Berry.
Yeah, Josh Berry races at Motor Mile in Virginia every weekend. We won our championship at the track there this year, and really excited about that. He's a good kid. We had a lot of fun with that series. That's kind of the grassroots, and we enjoy being a part of it.
Is when you pick drivers, what do you look for with your nationwide court? Because it seems like you really know how to pick talent. What is it that you're really looking for in drivers?
Well, the talent, it's out there. You just need to watch the races and watch guys and see how they're doing. You got to look at guys really close when they're racing, see what they're doing, see the decisions that they're making, and talk to them as well. About what you saw and see what they were thinking. And you can kind of get a gauge on people and understand their talent level and understand their potential level just by being around and being an observer.
When it came to choosing Danica and Cole for your nationwide program right now, were there certain benchmarks that you had to set for both those drivers with the junior motorsports program in the nationwide series?
Yeah, well, we worked with Danica because of her her visibility and her she probably brings a lot of awareness to our company. She was going to be a part of the sport, and we wanted to be a part of that experience, and it brought a lot of recognition and notoriety to the company, so it helped us out. And then we're working with a guy named Cole Witt right now, who he's kind of come from out west, and just a real hard racer. Wants to make it in the sport. He's got a lot of talent. He's got a lot of potential, a lot of ability, and he's got a good head on his shoulders. And you like working with people like that, people that want to work and want have the initiative and willing to put in and make the sacrifices.
You did your phone little commercial with Danica, and you kind of threw her phone number out there in the commercial. Do you think possibly there might be a retaliation move on Danica in a commercial, possibly?
Well, I hope not.
It'd be interesting to see what she might be able to come up with.
Yeah. Well, we have, we enjoy doing the commercials, especially with the nationwide folks. For whatever reason, a lot of people probably deserve a lot of credit for this. The agencies that we work with, or the nationwide chooses to work with for the commercials. For whatever reason, the commercials really come off really genuine. They do a good job of tapping into your personal experiences with Nationwide and putting that on screen, and so it comes across very genuine and realistic, and I enjoy that, because it's a representation of who I am, and so the person or the race fan that gets to see these commercials gets a real good gauge and a real good understanding of what we're about and what the relationship's about. So it's a lot of fun doing those commercials. They're always done very well, and I've enjoyed it.
Do you consider the NASCAR Nationwide Series to be the ultimate proving ground for these drivers to go up into the top tier series?
Yeah, absolutely. This Nationwide Series is a great place for younger guys to showcase and get those opportunities to make it to the cup level. We've seen a lot of guys come up through this series, myself included, that learn the ropes, and you get to race against the cup level drivers and really see what kind of talent you're up against as you're moving up the ranks, and you get to learn a lot. You get to learn a ton about racing and how to race and how the etiquette and all that good stuff that you really don't learn on the short tracks. The short tracks teach you a lot of bad habits, and
such as
just running over people and fighting and carrying on. And then you come up here and learn how to be a professional.
Very cool, very cool. What's the best and the worst part of being a car owner in the Nationwide Series for you?
Well, the best part about being a car owner is seeing people succeed, giving people opportunities, and whether it be drivers or mechanics, giving them the opportunity to, giving them the tools, the cars, the equipment, and seeing them take that and do something good with it, and then seeing those guys get opportunities to move up into the cup level, getting hired by cup teams, seeing them walking around, seeing a mechanic walk around in the cup garage that worked for you at one time, and gives your company due credit for giving them the opportunity. that's a great feeling, and that's really the whole reason we do it. The worst part about it, I would say, is just trying to find out how to stay, as an elite team, to be an elite team, to be one of the top tier teams throughout the whole season and throughout many seasons in succession. It's very difficult. It takes a lot of commitment. It takes a lot of work. You can't get lackadaisical. You can't get satisfied with what you're doing or your results. You always got to be ready to explore and realize new ideas on these cars. I mean, the setups on these cars evolve continuously, and so you got to be really open-minded. It's real easy to sort of get in a rut that you're comfortable with, and guys will start going by you, and producing cars and teams and things that are outrunning you every week. So you've got to stay on top of it and work really hard and keep people motivated. Just being a guy, being a people person, keeping the whole company motivated and working in the right direction.
Yeah, keep the morale up with the team. Is there a difference? Obviously, you've won lots of races as a driver. Is there a difference winning a race as an owner to you? Is there a different emotion as being an owner when you win a race?
Certainly, yeah. When you win a race as an owner, there's a lot more pride into it because you know a lot more about the background and the grunt work that got you there. When you're a driver, you don't get to witness every single piece of the puzzle that was put together that made that happen. But as an owner, you know everything from the very bottom, from the guy pushing the broom all the way up, and how everybody had a hand in making that happen. So yeah, you definitely get a different sensation.
Very cool. What is and I'm sure you have lots of great memories from the NASCAR Nationwide Series. What's your fondest memory as a racer in the NASCAR Nationwide Series? That comes to mind. I'm sure there's lots.
There are lots. We've won a couple championships, won some pretty neat races. I think winning in the number 3 at Daytona in the Wrangler car was a lot of fun. That was really unique. It just was so crazy because I really didn't realize what kind of pressure or what kind of position I was putting myself in when I agreed to, as we were putting that program together. Once I got to the racetrack, I'm like, wow, this is the Wrangler number 3, man. I'm going to drive it, and if I don't win the race, it's going to be tough. But and the odds of us winning, we're good, but there's a lot of competition in the race. So we ended up winning the race, and that just blew us away. Couldn't believe it. But winning those championships, obviously being the champion of the whole series, all that year-long work, realizing, the potential of the team and becoming champions was incredible. I mean, there was going to the celebration at the banquets and doing all those fun things when you're the top team, and it's just a great feeling. Everybody's having a good time.
You probably had to pinch yourself when you won that race in Daytona. I mean, that had to have just absolutely been a magical moment for you.
Yeah, it's just really overwhelming. You don't realize what you've accomplished, or you don't really realize what happened till it's way late and everybody's done going home. It could be days later when it all kind of sinks in and then nobody's around, but it did mean a lot. And the Nationwide Series it produces memories like that for a lot of people, and we're lucky to have that opportunity and have the series around.
Well, I'll tell you what, we want to thank you for coming out here, joining the nation with us, and most of all, we want to thank the entire Earnhardt family for being part of Nationwide Insurance.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I appreciate it. I've enjoyed the relationship, and I've enjoyed the coverage and insurance. So I appreciate it, guys. Hope y'all have fun this weekend. Thanks for coming out and supporting the sport, and hope you guys see a good race. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Dale Earnhardt Jr., ladies and gentlemen.